Hey guys, so let's just jump right in. Um, First step will be priming my face, and I'm using the Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base. This stuff makes my makeup really smooth, and everything just sits properly. So that's it. Rub all over my face, and then I'll go in using the Cover FX Illuminator. This is just on the highest point of my cheek. Guys, I've had this stuff for years, so it's actually really nice. Then the next step, I go in with a translucent powder, and because I have oily skin, I just use this around the middle of my face so that my face is matte and it lasts much longer. Then I'm mixing two foundations, the Estee Lauder and NARS foundation. Use that all over my face. Next, I go in with a concealer in my own shade, and I'll just use this under my eyes first before I go in using a lighter shade to highlight. Okay, next I'm highlighting. So for my highlight shade, I usually use this just under my eyes, my immediate under eye area. I like that part to pop, and then I'll use it on the bridge of my nose, and then I'll go back in with that concealer and use it on the lower. I'll just mix those two concealers again and then blend everything out. Next, I set this highlight using a pressed powder, and then I go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder in deep dark to set my entire face. I first go in with the powder and a beauty blender, and then the powder and a powder brush to just buff everything and make sure I don't have too much powder on my face. That's how I like to do it, and everything just sits perfectly. And because I have oily skin, I have to make sure I use a powder, guys. I have to. Next, I'll go in with a lighter powder to bake my under eye area, and then I go in with the Fenty Beauty bronzer. I really like this bronzer because it's not harsh, so it's very, very light. That means I get to use a lot and it still comes out looking very soft. So I use this to carve out my cheek, to contour my cheek area, and then the upper part of my face, because like my forehead area, because guys, I have 5 heads. Really, I have like 5 heads. Anyway, I'll do this under my jawbone as well. Like I said, my forehead. I really like this bronzer, guys. It's very soft as opposed to a contour powder. I really like bronzers. Then next, I'll go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, the one I used all over my face. I'll just use it to to define my contour properly, because we want to look as sculpted as possible, guys. We have to be, man. Then I like to use a blending brush to contour my nose, an eyeshadow blending brush, a really fluffy one to contour my nose. Then after I do that, I go in with my powder brush and just run over it so that the contour on my nose doesn't look so harsh. Then guys, for my brows, I had to do it offline because it's a process, really. And then next, we are starting with the eyeshadow. I start off using the P. Louise eyeshadow base. I really love this. It makes your color vibrant, and then your eye doesn't crease. Then I go in with my Color Dream Queen of Heart palette. Guys, I really love this palette. Like, this is the best palette I have so far. Next, for the eyeshadow, I start off with that orange shade there. So that's going to serve as my what do you call it, as my transition shade. And after this, guys, really, I went in with like 5 different shades of brown eyeshadow. Jesus, I just love brown eyeshadows. Like, I love brown, warm, cool, red. I love brown eyeshadows. So I went in with about 5 different shades. And anytime I use any brown eyeshadow for the crease area, I go in with a fluffy brush and then just make sure everything is well blended out. Then from my Queen of Heart palette, from my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, I went in with a pinkish shade there, and it wasn't really popping like I wanted. So I used my Inglot pigment, a pink pigment there, and I used the NYS glitter glue as a base. So that glitter glue makes the pigment not, it just keeps the pigment exactly where I want it. So that's what I did. And after that, I went in with another brown eyeshadow on my outer crease area to just deepen the outer crease areas. Then Snow White came to disturb me. I don't understand why Snow White is disturbing me, but Snow White came to disturb me. Guys, I have a newfound respect for YouTubers. This shit is not easy. Anyways, after that brown shade, I went in with a navy blue liquid liner. This is from glam or Notes, I can't remember, but I really love the liner, so I went in with that navy blue eyeliner. And then I also did my false lashes off camera. At this point I was listening to one music that I really like. Ooh, set down again, yes. And then another thing I like to do after my black eyeliner on the waterline, I like to smudge. I'm very big on smudging shadows on my bottom lash. So the same thing I did around my crease area, that's what I did on my bottom lash. So the same browns and orange and everything, that's the same color I put on my bottom lash. After that, I went in with mascara for my bottom lash. Then the next step would be what did we do next? The next step would be, okay, yeah, before I did the mascara on my bottom lash, I used MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep Darkness. I just used that to dust off the excess powder on my under eye. That's the powder we used to bake. I just dusted it off. And then I still use that same MAC Mineralized Skin Finish to buff out, like to just blend my whole face together so that everything is not looking, I just use it all over my face just to make sure everything is looking well blended out. And then I went in with MAC Gold Deposit. I use bronzer, this highlight rather, it's everything. So I use that to just highlight the parts of my face I usually would highlight, which is the high point of my cheek, the bridge of my nose, just a little bit shy. Then after that, my favorite step in makeup, which is blush. Guys, I love blush. So this is Black Up Cosmetics blush in number 9 and 11. I think I mixed them together, 9 and 11, and I just applied that. So I like to apply my blush over my highlights. That way everything just blends together. The blush, the highlight, and the bronzer just blends together. Then next, I'm lining my lips using Florrie Roberts lip pencil in Chestnut. And then Snow White came back again to disturb me. So after that, I go in using, after I've outlined my lip using the lip liner, I go in with the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. Guys, Fenty came through with these lip glosses. Those lip glosses are the best. And then just for a little bit of color on my inner lip, I went in with my MAC lipstick in Mif. Guys, this lipstick is finished, but I must finish everything. And then that's it. So here, guys, this is the final look. This is it. I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching.